Day 30. It's your boy ObZ here. 30 days under the belt. Under the belt. I'm gonna post the calendar. The day is Tuesday, and you know what we do on Tuesday. Monday, I hope you guys listen to the One Thing podcast. It was about empire building women, empowering women. Today, like I say, I talk about the one thing. The thing that I want to talk about, what I'm gonna start doing more of, is using the focusing question. I know I'm diving deep into the book. People that have read the book already know that the focusing question don't start to way on down the road, because you got to understand and believe and buy into the idea of leverage. We all know what leverage is, but we've all used it in certain parts of our lives. But this do it to life means do it to another part of our lives. So that's why I came over to do it to life. That's why it was given to me, right? So this focusing question is like this. What's the one thing that I can do that's such that by doing it will make everything else easier and necessary? Man, he goes through the book. This question, like I say, it's been refined. This questions had they asked a ton of questions to refine this one question, because in the one thing it's all about focusing, getting closer and closer until you got the absolute best question. This question is unbelievable, unbelievable type question. So the way this question kind of shapes out is, what's the one thing that I can do? Like right now in my work life, I'm using it at work. What's the one thing that I can do to increase my sales, to double my income in 90 days, right? That's what I'm using at work. And it came down to, which for everybody else that's in sales, it's not like I reinvented the wheel. It's always going to be lead generation, right? But then you got to go even further into lead generation. How can I generate leads? Well, I'm generating leads, right? Mine is in conversion. I was saying, gosh, I got another one of my co-workers. We've been here the same amount of time. We do similar things. We got similar amount of leads coming in, but his conversion rate is so much higher. And the only thing that I could think of kept asking the question, what's different? I even asked him. I said, hey, look, what's different? What are you doing different? Oh man, nothing. They ain't doing nothing. Right? Ain't gonna tell you, right? Because they probably don't know. Tony Robbins says sometimes people don't know what they doing. They just do it. And take somebody on the outside to kind of come in and find out, hey, oh, okay, I see what you're doing, to study them. But kept asking the question, what is it? What is it? And it finally came to me, okay, you're getting the leads in, but you're not converting them. Why are you not converting them? Because you don't have a strong follow-up strategy. And it's been known in the industry, anybody that's in any type of customer relationships or sales or anything like that, is that the biggest issue is follow-up. Initially we got that initial drive come right off the bat and boom, get that low hanging fruit, but it's that follow up. So now I knew where I was doing. It's that focusing. So now I bring the focusing question back in. What's the one thing that I can do that such by doing it will make everything else I'm doing as far as following up easier or unnecessary? Well, and they boil down to them. Hey, I need to be making X amount of phone calls per day. Because it may even boil down further than that. I had to look at that list. So I'm down, man. I had to look at that list, but also what I'm saying too. Maybe I need to get some additional education. But first of all, before I can test that educational theory, I have to be consistently contacting them. And so now I'm down to just to get my X on the board. Real simple. All I have to do is just look at the list, right? I'm just gonna look at the list. If I can look at the list for a week, 30 days, I know it seems like a long time. I know it seems like my brain is telling, man, we need sales this week. We need to, man, let's just go hit it hard. Massive action gives you massive success. Let's just go smash it. I'm gonna do 30 calls today. You know what I'm saying? Then I may do 15, 20. And then the next day, man, I'm so burnt out. I'll be like, man, my brain, I don't do no 30 calls a day. How am I gonna play catch up? So now I'm just down to just looking at the list. Am I calling people off the list? Am I still making phone calls? I am. Am I at the level that I want to be, that I see myself at? I'm not. I'm just on like week 2, but just looking at the list consistently. Because if I can't look at it consistently, then I definitely can't call off of it consistently. So that's why I'm headed. That's my goal for 2021 in my business, is to, I put 90 days on there, kind of crunch it down to kind of make it kind of weird, but really it's the whole year of doubling my income and purifying my owner file. You got to have a pure owner file. I figured that was one of the keys to it, just by sitting and asking questions, right? Now I shared this focusing question with one of my comrades last night. Hey man, this is the question. Hey, let me write it down. I've been mentioning it to him for about a year, right? Hey, let me go ahead and record that. Let me get that down. That sounds like a good question. What's the one thing that I can do to, because he was wanting to take up a hobby of building cars or something like that. And I asked him, I said, well, what's the one thing that you can do? It's got to be something on the one thing. Is taking a YouTube course and looking at YouTube videos the best thing for you to be doing right now to build cars? Because I want to test this question, right? I'm testing this question. I implore you guys, test this question. I'm telling you, because that, like I said, that first part lets you know that it's one thing out of many. Meaning that I'm gonna brainstorm, I'm gonna get all my ideas down, but then I gotta start looking through to see which idea is a redundant or which idea can knock out 2 other ideas. This is what you're doing. This is what this focusing question does. Until you get down to this one thing, and that's where it gets scary, because you may have 5 good things. Then you may get 4. You say, man, all these good. I want to do all these. But you say you can only focus on one, right? Second one is going to be that I can do. You see what I'm saying? That I can do. It's not something that, I'm out here in the woods, that's why I'm looking around. Not something that I should do, could do, would do, will do, because your brain want to change that up. It's what can I do right now? What do I have the skills right now to do? I don't need to go out and buy another piece of equipment. I don't need to go out and buy any protein powders. What can I do? What do I have in my house right now? That's our reoccurring theme, right? We already got all that we need. What that I can do, that such by doing this one thing will make working on cars easier, or some of the things I was trying to do to get to the point where I'll be able to work on cars as a hobby unnecessary. See how you preface that? Not that you'll make what you're doing unnecessary, it's just your plans to get to what you would be doing unnecessary. Some of those goals. Let's say you say, well, I don't know, man. That's the first thing the brain gonna say, right? Cause I'm looking at a part of me, right? I'm looking at a part of me. This is a part of me. I'm not looking at him. That's a part of me, and I'm getting over it. I'm still applying this question in real time, because I know that my brain will do a fake out on me. But if I'm looking in the mirror, just like if I got a blemish on my face, I really can't see it, right? But if I look in the mirror, get outside of myself, then I can see it. So my coworkers, my friends, all of you out there, everybody are mirrors. That's gonna be on Thursday, the 4 agreements, the smoky mirror, right? They're mirrors of ourselves. So if they're a mirror of me, then I should be able to, I know some people say, man, that's not a mirror of me. Yeah, part of that, what you see, it makes you upset inside, a part of that's gonna be in you. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. But anyway, I say, what if you had $1 million, right? Would that make working on that? He said, yeah, I don't see, well, if I could, I guess I could buy the 2. Yeah. But if you got $1 million, then you're gonna have more time, because you ain't gonna be up here working, and then you can spend that time working on the car. Yeah, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. So that would take care of that. So if my goal was the $1 million, then fixing on the cars would be better, right? I'm just throwing it out as an example to get you to start thinking, right? To get myself to start thinking. So that's why I'm at right now. It's the one thing that I can do, that's such by doing it. So here's the deal. You see that's pink, right? I said I want to raise $1 million for breast cancer / cancer awareness. That started my first couple of videos off of that. I, I said raised and I changed that to give. Because I don't want to limit God in how the funds are going to come. You see what I'm saying? But that's a goal of mine. $1 million to charity, right? And we're going to be doing that with, with the Pink Collection. But anyway, but you see how we putting that out there. That's a huge goal. So I'm going to have to become a big guy. I'm going to have a lot of help. Some things going to have to change. I'm going to need a lot of leverage. And that's where this one thing coming in. It's going to help me get a lot of leverage. And one thing I can do to reach that is that for me to be able to give $1 million, that person that does that has got to be on another level. So I can't focus on the million, right? I'm not focusing on the million, but my domino is just shooting the video, applying the stuff I'm reading in the book to my life, applying the stuff that I'm reading in the Bible to my life, applying the stuff that we already know and already learned. We're gonna apply it to that part of our lives. You see what I'm saying? That part of my life that, hey, I want some growth over here. Man, we talked about grass and trees and stuff like that. When you want growth in a certain area, you work and focus on that area. And it's all about focus. I'm getting leverage because I know by me shooting these videos, running what I'm doing, my trial and error through you guys, being more focused and diligent, just building the habit of doing this every single day, becoming the person. I'm getting there. But anyway, that's it. You got the focus in question. Print it out. I'm going to print a whole bunch of them out tonight, little slivers, tape them up all over the house. My house going to look like it's, so every time we go in a room or something, we're going to see that question. We're going to start asking that question every day. And I feel that me and my family are going to be on the next level just by asking that question every single day. Get the book. It's your boy ObZ here. Do it to life before life do it to you. Do it to 2021, a whole year of breast cancer / cancer awareness. I know I didn't do it in my intro, but we got it on the outro. It's your boy ObZ.